A killer airborne plague is on the loose and is being spread by bad weather and people digging up bodies and dancing with them. Of course, plague. Ugh, no thanks. Hello and welcome back to Informoverload. I'm Rebecca Felgate and today we're talking about deadly diseases. Fun! Happy weekend! Here's the plague. A plague outbreak is causing havoc in Madagascar right now, and scientists are blaming last year's El Nino, which brought stormy weathers and increased rat populations in rural areas. On top of that, forest fires have brought rats out of woodlands and into human proximity. As we know from good old history class, rats carry the plague, spread it to humans who then spread it to each other. And then hi ho, it is epidemic we go. Plague everywhere. So far over 1,300 people have been infected with plague in the African island and surrounding areas. Some are calling it the worst outbreak in 50 years. To make matters worse, right now locals are planning an ancient ritual. This is called Famadina, and this is where people dig up corpses of their dead relatives, wrap them in cloth and dance with them. Health officials are worried that this will help fuel the spread of the disease. Also, in some Eastern African cultures, people with illnesses stay away from seeking medical help as they associate hospitals with death. If you contract the plague and do not seek medical help, the chances are you will die. 2/3 of the reported plague cases are thought to be pneumonic plague. This is the nastiest form of plague there is. Unlike bubonic or septicemic, pneumonic plague can kill its victims in 24 hours. The sick are also spreading the illness onto aid workers. While Madagascar is an island, the eastern coast of the continent of Africa is at risk across the water. South Africa, Mozambique, Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia and the Seychelles could see outbreaks too, and health officials are worried that the deadly sickness could be spread by air travel. Worryingly, plague outbreaks like this are more likely with climate change. Last year's El Nino was one of the worst seen in recent years and was dubbed Godzilla by weather experts. The effect El Nino had on temperatures and floods is one of the main reasons that villages and towns are seeing more rats, which would usually try and stay away from humans. As more adverse weather patterns take place, globally we could see more animals approaching human spaces. Now this could bring further diseases, not just plague. Yeesh, bad times. Bad times. I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty concerning, so I'm gonna read a few comments from one of Charlotte's most recent videos to like cheer me up. And I love a good ghost story, so I've picked her video on the Phantom Horseman ghost caught on camera. Ooh. Chloe Huff said, I was in a haunted hotel when visiting America and we took some pictures of one of the rooms. We saw a weird figure of a woman in the bathtub. Wait, are you describing the plotline of The Shining? I think you might be. Interesting. Matt White Wolf wrote, I think it's genuine. Yes, I'm into supernatural things, so I could be biased, but I do honestly believe in the photo. The grandfather had no reason to lie, to create a hoax or anything of the sort, but in the end, I guess it's up to each individual to decide for himself, herself, what they think of it. I guess that's true. If you don't believe in ghosts, a picture or something like that's not gonna convince you, but if you do believe, then it's fuel to the ghosty fire. So there we have it. What a Friday. We've had ghosts and the plague. Hip hip hooray. I'm just wondering though, like, where is all of the unicorn news? I need unicorn news for my weekend, so fingers crossed something happens. So guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it a good thumbs up, share it with a friend, and stay subscribed to Informoverload, where we are on the road to 2 million. Yes, yes. Thank you guys for watching to the end of this video. Why not watch a couple of our videos from yesterday? We've got one about a spaceship on Mars, and one about the CIA reports on Hitler. Enjoy.